What is the today's topic? About Ashtanga Yoga. 2 point. Today we will see 2.11 and 2.12. Ashtanga Yoga, the Bahiranga Yoga of Maharishi Patanjali and the Antaranga Yoga. See, if you see this, Patanjali Yoga Sutra, Ashtanga Yoga, there are 4 chapters in the Yoga Sutras. You know, 195 Sutras, Samadhi Pada, Sadhana Pada, Vibhuti Pada, and Kaivalya Pada. 51, 55, 55, and 34. Okay. If you see, what are the 8 limbs? The Ashtanga Yoga. Yama, Niyama, Asana, Pranayama, Pratyahara, Dharana, Dhyana, Samadhi. If you see, the first 5 are known as Bahiranga Yoga. Bahiranga Yoga. What are the Yama, Niyama, Asana, Pranayama, and Pratyahara? If you see the last 3 angas, Dharana, Dhyana, Samadhi, or Antaranga Yoga. The 5th limb, the Pratyahara, is known as the bridge between Bahiranga and Antaranga, but it comes under the Bahiranga Yoga. Because what happens in Pratyahara, you will turn your focus from outward to inward. Here, Patanjali Yoga Sutras, 4 padas, what you have? Samadhi Pada, 51 sutras. Sadhana Pada, 55. Vibhuti Pada, 55. And Kaivalya Pada, 34. Total 195. Which is that 196 sutra? It is there in Vibhuti Pada. Actually, Vibhuti Pada consists of 56. But as we have seen, today, so one sutra they have not considered. So we only consider it should be as 195. See the second chapter, Sadhana Pada. It starts, sadhana means practice. In the first chapter, you have seen the samadhi. It tells about what is yoga, chitta, vritti, nirodha, and different types of samadhis. Sampragnata, sampragnata. When coming to the sadhana pada, he starts with kriya yoga. Then he says about kleshas. Then he comes to the practice of ashtanga yoga. Yama, niyama, asana, pranayama, pratyahara, dharana, dhyana, samadhi, astau, angani. So he's saying the 8 limbs are Yama, Niyama, Asana, Pranayama, Pratyahara, Dharana, Dhyana, and Samadhi. Before this Ashtanga Yoga Sutra, there is one more sutra. That is Yoga Anga Anustanat. Ashuddhikshaye Gnanadiptihi Aviveka Kyatihi. So one who is Anustanat means practices this Ashtanga Yoga will become Ashuddhikshaye, will be free from impurities. Gnana Deepti, they get the light of knowledge. And Viveka Kyati, the discrimination. Knowledge or discrimination power. So what he's saying first the benefits. If you do Ashtanga Yoga, then you will get these benefits. Ashuddhikshaya, I'm repeating it so that you remember. You can write Ashuddhikshaya, Gnana Deepti, Aviveka Kyati. See, if you can remember the Sanskrit words, meaning automatically it gets to your mind. So don't practice first meaning and then the word. First go with the word. Ashuddhikshaye, Jnanadiptihi aviveka kyati. So then he's saying, what is this Ashtanga Yoga? Yama Niyama Asana Pranayama Pratyahara Dharana Dhyana Samadhi Hau Astau Angani. In this, what is the first Anga? Yama. See, Yama, what are the Yamas? Ahimsa Satya Asteya Brahmacharya Aparigraha Yamaha. Ahimsa, non-violence. Satya, truthfulness. Asteya, non-stealing. Steya means stealing. Asteya means non-stealing. Brahmacharya, celibacy. Aparigraha means non-possessiveness or non-greed. Parigraha means possessive or greed. These are yamas. Niyama. Saucha Santosha Tapas Swadhyaya Ishvara Pranidhanani Niyamaha. Saucha, cleanliness. Santosha, contentment. Tapas, self-discipline. Swadhyaya, self-education. Ishvara Pranidhana, surrenders to the God. If you see, the Tapas Swadhyaya Ishvara Pranidhana, we have already seen in the first sutra of the chapter 2. Tapas Swadhyaya Ishvara Pranidhanani Kriya Yoga. So they may ask the question like Tapas Swadhyaya Ishvara Pranidhana belongs to dash. So it may be Kriya Yoga, maybe Niyama. For both, it comes under Kriya Yoga and both Niyama also. We'll come to the Bahiranga Yoga. What is the first limb? The first limb is Yama. Ahimsa Satya Asteya Brahmacharya Aparigraha Yamaha. Ahimsa Pratistayam Satsannidho Vairatyaga. Ahimsa means non-violence or freedom from harming. See, minimize the amount of harm you are causing to yourself and others in thought, word, deed. By becoming aware of the ways in which you may bring sufferings to the others. What he's saying, you have to maximum minimize or avoid causing harm to yourself and others. How you can cause harm to yourself? If you are angry, so what happens? Your mind will be disturbed. You are causing harm to yourself. And in how many forms? It may be in thought, manasa, vacha, karma. Means action, word, or thought. In any form, the ahimsa may be done. Suppose, see, ahimsa is not only the physical violence. If you are abusing someone, then it comes under ahimsa. If you are thinking to harm someone, then it comes under ahimsa. The sutra says, ahimsa pratistayam satsannidho vairatyaga. The person who is firmly established in practice of ahimsa, in his presence, there will not be any enmity. If you see, for example, the people were quarreling with each other, then suddenly a Sant Purusha has come. Then he's asking what happened. Then these people, they forgot actually why they are fighting. And they say, nothing Swamiji or nothing Guruji, nothing happened. But once the Swamiji, the Sant Purusha has gone, again they start quarreling. Have you seen any time of this? You see few people, they have lot of problems and they want to go to meet a Sant Purusha or a sadhu. They go, but in his presence they forget everything. After coming out only they remember. Why? Because the persons whoever is practicing ahimsa, in his presence, there will not be any enmity. That is the power of ahimsa. Satya Pratisthayam Kriyaphalashrayatvam. See, before you speak, you ask, it is true, it is kind, it is necessary. Satya includes right speech, truthful communication, as well as a skillful listening. When approached with a piece of gossip, will be a discerning listener. When truly practicing Satya, one's word and deeds are all in alignment with one another. What he is saying is to speak truthfulness. Satya means speaking the truth. Satya Pratisthayam Kriya Phalashrayatvam means whoever speaks truth, whatever they speak, it will come into reality. See, we might be seen in some films, some people will say something and it will happen because they are practitioners of Satya. Here, there is a great person who has become world famous with these two tools. We can say with two these weapons. Who is he? Yes.
Mahatma Gandhi.
Yes. So just he used two tools, means two of Yama, right? But how many we have? Five. See, if a person used two weapons of Yama and he has become the world famous or the world leader or like he's a role model to many people. So just imagine if we follow these five Yamas. The first one, see, and if you have seen here one more point, why Ahimsa is first and Satya is second? Why Satya can't be first and Ahimsa second? Have you thought any time?
Ahimsa will lead to Satya actually, no? All are interlinked.
Okay, interlinked, definitely, but how?
Once, actually.
Definitely there is an interlink. That's why they kept it in order.
Once you have Ahimsa, then the others actually naturally will follow, no? Ahimsa, then Satya will be there. If your Satya means you'll have compassion, you will not steal. So all are almost same. If you see like that, सबका meaning ultimately single point पे आता सत्य के ऊपर आ जाता है. सत्य अहिंसा के ऊपर आ जाता है.
And sir, one more point that if you are doing with your own, then only you can tell the others. Means thought, deed. If you are loyal to yourself, then only you can tell others to.
See, here why they have given this order, we may think in one way. Satya means if somebody is did something, what we say Satya, we have to tell the truth, right? And we cannot go near him and yes, you are very bad. You have done so many bad things. Is that right? What we are doing again, we are doing the ahimsa. Himsa we are doing there. So that's why ahimsa, ahimsa satya. Whatever truth you are, the truthfulness you are following, it should follow the above one. Means it should be in the path of ahimsa. Though he is telling his truth, but you cannot do in the way of ahimsa.
You'll be harming the other person. But
Yeah, if you cannot do the himsa, you have to do ahimsa. The next one is asteya. Asteya pratistayam sarvaratnokasthanam. Steyam means we can say stealing. Asteya means non-stealing. Do not take what does not belong to you. Do not take that which you haven't earned. This applies to the materialist things as well relaxed, respecting others' time, energy, hard work. If you were always showing up for an appointment 10 minutes late, you are stealing another's valuable time. If you credit for someone else's idea or the hard work, that is not practicing asteya. See, what he's saying, asteya is of dravyasteyam, dharmasteyam. Uh, Technically, they call it as dravyasteyam means any materialistic things if you steal. Dharmasteyam means, see, what we think stealing means stealing some object, right? But if you see the depth of the steyam, dharmasteyam is stealing somebody's time. If I told you class at 7, if I came at 7:15, then what I did, I have stealed your 15 minutes of your time. So that's also comes under steyam. So he's saying you should not even do materialistic things and respect others' energy and work, and never steal others' valuable things, valuable time, ideas, and hard work. See, karmastaya means action, somebody's work or anything. If you somebody has done the hard work, and if you are taking that, and if you are presenting that I have done this, then that is also comes under stay. What we do, somebody has prepared a very good book notes, and if I say I have done this, then what? Then I have stolen somebody's work. So that's also comes under the staying. So what is saying? You should not steal any materialistic things and in others valuable energy and hard work and others valuable time. That is called as asteya. If you do any of these things, then it becomes you are the practitioner of steyam, not asteyam. Asteya pratistayam sarvaratnopasthanam. One who practices asteya, if you say you never think of others things, time, work, energy, then you will get all the jewels in the world. Ratnopasthanam means ratna means jewels, the diamonds. You will get all the jewels in the world. He is saying, if you follow this, what will happen? Ahimsa, in your presence, there will be no enmity. If you are following Satya, whatever you say to come fruitful. Asteya, then you will get all the jewels in the world. Brahmacharya, the fourth one. This is moderation, it's called as celibacy. Brahmacharya pratistayam virya labha. Brahmani charite brahmacharya means it is, see, they say celibacy is generally say it's not marrying, being single. But the original text says it's like being honest, being disciplined in your activities. If you see Lord Krishna, though he has 8 wives and more than 1600 what is gopikas, is still called as Askalita Brahmachari. Right? So what is his Brahmacharya? So is easy maintaining the Brahmacharya? Definitely yes. So what is it? Brahmacharya Pratistayam Virya Labha. The yogic path discourages over-indulgence in many things, including food and sex. Obsession with these things may cause you lose of touch with what is truly important in life. Brahmacharya is often described as moderation, especially sexually. In never use sexuality to dominate or manipulate the other's being. Being faithful to your partner would be the form of brahmacharya. See, this is very important line, which I like the most. Being faithful. Brahmacharya means it's being honest, transparent, faithful to your partner would be the form of brahmacharya. Don't be too hard on yourself. Everything in moderation, including everything is in the moderation. What he is saying is, what is brahmacharya? being faithful to your partner. If being single is brahmacharya, then we'll not mention the partner. And why we got it as we have assumptions that brahmachari means who does not married is brahmachari, but brahmacharya means only the bachelors has to do, because we have different kinds of ashrams like Gruhasthashramam, Vanaspati, Sannyasi, Brahmacharya, Gruhas, Vanaspati, and Sannyasi. So because of that, we got that because some people from the Brahmacharya they directly go to the Sannyasa. So that's why it has might come. I'm not sure. They say, but here what he's saying is it is being faithful, honest, transparent. That is Brahmacharya, maintaining celibacy. Brahmacharya pratistayam virya labha means whoever follows the brahmacharya or firmly established in brahmacharya, then they will get virya labha. Virya means energy. So they get lot of energy. They save lot of energy. Aparigraha, freedom from grasping. What is brahmacharya means non-greed or non-possessive. Aparigraha means aparigraha stairye janma kadanta sambodha. See, develop sensitivity to whatever you really need. Don't take too much that others don't have enough. Don't be possessed by your possessions. As long you are lusting after the next great thing, you will always have a sense of lack, which leads to suffering and feeling of separation. If there is something you want, take the necessary steps to make it happen. Let go of your attachment to the outcome. What is saying generally, if we see any nice thing, somebody like friends, family, relation, we feel like if it would be with me, it would be nice. So what we feel like we need everything. That is possessiveness, aparigraha. And generally, our mindset will be we need it. What I saying is develop a sensitivity to what? Don't take too much that which are not required. If you can follow this, what happens? You will be free from all this and you will be happy. Suppose if somebody out, our neighbors has brought a beautiful car, then what we feel? Yes, it would be nice. We would also have this car. So to get car, what we do? We stress ourselves. We work more. We do something else to get the car. So in simple, it's like if you can avoid this, you'll be happy. If you don't have that possessiveness, if you don't have that greed, then what happens? You'll not strain. Mentally, you'll be very happy. And whoever follows this, aparigrahastairye janama katanta, means you will get knowledge of your past life. That is the benefit of this practicing the aparigraha. So these are the pancha yamas. Next we'll go with the niyamas. What are the niyamas? Saucha, santosha, sapaswadhyaya, ishvara pranidhanani, niyamaha. And there is one more sutra here. Deshakala Samaya Anavaschinna Sarvabhoma Maharvatas. This yamas, Desha Kala Samaya, irrespective to the place, duration, and time. You have to follow it. That's why it is called as Mahavratas, Yamas. Means if you see, in one place there is one rule, in the other place there will be one rule. You may see if you go to some countries, violence may be encouraged. If you see in US, you should not tell anything to the children. It's a crime. It's offense. But in India, we have a right to scold or anything to our children. And if you see Kala, duration, olden days, there is a rule called you should not fish on the 14th day of a lunar cycle. And there is a rule, place is like in temple water, you should not do fishing, but in the ocean, you can do fishing. So, place, there is a difference. Time, like 14th day, you should not go into the water. So, there are own reasons. But what I'm saying is, this emas don't have such kind of rules. Irrespective to all this, you have to follow this emas. That's why it is called as Mahavratas. You cannot say that okay, I'm here, I can break this emas. They are very strict rules and you have to follow it. Irrespective to Desha Kala Samaya, that's why they are called as, what is that? Mahavratas. One second, somebody's unmute. So next one, we are going with Niyamas. Saucha Santosha Sapaswadhyaya Ishvara Pranidhanani Niyama. Saucha means cleanliness. Santosha means happiness, contentment. The word. See, you can just understand Santosha means happy. But why this contentment means? You have to understand if somebody has given contentment in exam, you should not confuse and you should not feel this is a new thing. And if you say some, even for samadhi, they say contemplation, concentration, dharana, dhyana, samadhi, concentration, meditation, and few people in few schools they say it as contemplation. So this terminology is very important. So whenever you get a new terminology, please note it down. Tapas means self-discipline, but the burning desire, some people call it as in some book. Swadhyaya means self-study. Ishvara Pranidhana means surrenderance. Saucha, cleanliness. Saucha swa jugupsa parera samsvarga. Cleanliness, a clean body, a clean diet, good hygiene, well-kept appearance. See, what is that? A clean body. What is a clean body? A proper diet and maintaining a good hygiene and well-kept appearance. A clean mind, consider the amount and the quality of information you are putting on the daily basis and be selective about the books and magazines you read, how much time you spend online and what television shows and movies you choose to consume. What is saying Saucha means it's both body and mind purification. See, the body, what is saying, how you can clean the body? By maintaining, you say food is very important. Even we have the yogic diet. Somewhere I have seen a very good quote. Food is either the purest form of medicine or the slowest form of poison. It can be neither way. I have seen in some hospital a very beautiful quote. Food is the purest form of medicine. See, if you follow proper diet, automatically your health will be fine. You no need to take medicines or anything. That will be the purest form of medicine. With the diet, you can do miracles. Or the slowest form of poison. See, if you are eating all the junk, everything, what are the major health issues these days you are seeing because of it's lifestyle disorder. What is one of the major lifestyle disorders? Is eating wrong food in the wrong time. So it might be, see, if you eat a wrong food today, any outside, it will affect you today, 1 day, 2 days, 3 days. Will you get any major health issue? So it will be like a slowest form of poison. The very beautiful quote I have seen. So diet, clean and proper diet you can make it as. And hygiene. What is saying? Hygiene. So I'm doing yoga, no problem. I cannot bath for 20 days. No, you have to maintain the proper internal and external hygiene and well kept appearance. In the mind, consider the amount of quality of the information you are putting. Like whether you are putting the positive information or negative information, what kind of food you are giving to mind. See, you might heard about this saying, if something new lecture comes or the difficult lecture comes, they say, you have to digest this to understand it. Right. So thought is also a food. So that food should be very pure. If it is like a junk food or any pesticides, then what happens? Your body is affected, their mind will be affected. So the thought which you are putting in is very, very important. So how your thought will be based, like what kind of books you are reading, the magazines, or how much time these days you are spending on the gadgets. Everything will count. And clean company, what is saying, spend time with the people who uplift your spirit and inspire you to the best, and set clear boundaries if you have toxic people in your life. What is saying, even our company matters. See, if there is a new guy in the class, whether he is dull or clever does not matter. If he is associated with the toppers, whether he is dull, he will within short period of time he will become into a topper of the batch, or he will become a clever. Though he's a clever, he's having company of all other people. Automatically within 1-2 years, what happens? Slowly, its gates get decreasing. So company is very important, with what kind of people, whether they are spiritual people, they help us in our spiritual journey or inspire us, or they are toxic people. So this is very, very important. Company, satsang. You might have heard about satsang. All Sant Purush will meet in the place that is called as satsang. So people with positive thoughts, positive energy, or the same frequencies will all together make a group and they meet. That is called as satsang. Actually. So clean body, clean mind, and company clean. Very, very important. If you are with toxic people, you will become toxic. If you are with the people who enlightens you spiritually and who inspires you, then definitely you'll become a better being. Next, Santosha. Santosha Sanuttama Sukhalabha. See, Santosha means being happy. See, look to yourself and your own intent, goodness for the happiness. And that is the only place you will truly find it. What is saying, look to yourself, is not saying you will get a happiness, nothing. Suppose we have a beautiful new dress. Definitely will be happy. How many days? Until the color fades. You have a new, nice, delicious lunch or dinner. Up to the food enters in, you'll be happy. You have any gift until it becomes old or until it breaks. See, if you are happy for a reason, then definitely that happiness will follow by a sadness. So if you are happy for getting a new dress, when the dress will become old, you'll feel bad. So what he is saying is, look at yourself. The happiness is not outside, happiness is within you. Be happy without a reason. Generally, what the sutra says is, whatever is getting you, feeling you happy, getting you happy, that is santosha. You get attached to it, and this is called as santosha. But if you go deeply, then you will understand. Own intent. This is the only place where you truly find it. Santosha also means being present. See, this is a beautiful thing. Very important. Santosha means it's also being in present. See, if you think about past, you'll get tears. If you think about future, you'll get fear. One of the quote method. What is saying, if you live in the past, always you'll have the tears. You can see the people who always be very sad, depression, because they are living in the past. And if you live in the future, then what happens? You'll always fear tomorrow what happens. What next? What? But what is yoga? Chittavrutti Nirodha means what is this Chittavrutti? Either it will be in the past or present. If you are living in the present, sorry, past or future, if you are living in the present, that is yoga. Santosha means if you can live in the present, you will always be happy. Still, life is full of sufferings. Everybody knows. See, we are doing yoga, Bhagavad Gita, everything is not to remove your sufferings, but how to be happy with those sufferings. If you don't have sufferings, then something is wrong, something is going wrong. You have to understand. There will be sufferings for everyone, but how to live? The sufferings will be there, but you have to live your life. That is where this yoga, Bhagavad Gita, everything will help us. Rather than wishing for the things to be difficult in our life, accept and appreciate the reality of what is. See, what is saying, rather than wishing for the things difficulty in your life, you better accept and appreciate what is reality. You have to understand, you have to agree the reality. Do you really need things to be different to be happy? Choose to be happy now. What is saying, really we need a different thing to be happy. You have to choose to be happy now. See, like almost 10 years back, I met a person. I asked, generally, what is the first question? We'll ask, how are you? Right? So just I'll come back, I'll complete this and I'll come back to it. Just wait. Cultivate santosha by making gratitude a daily practice. So how you can cultivate this santosha? By making gratitude. We have to thank God for giving us today. We have to thank trees for giving the food. You show that gratitude. Notice the moments you are happy, even if there seems to be few or far between. Keep a gratitude journal. Count your blessings. Remind yourself often, I have enough, I am enough. I have enough and I am enough. It's a beautiful thing. What he's saying, whatever you have, be happy with whatever you have. That is santosha. I have enough and I am enough. And just now I told you once, like almost 2023, like more than 10 years back, I met a person. That's the first question what we'll ask when you meet a person. Hi, then how are you? Then I just asked him casually, but his answer made my senses very sharp. He has answered me, I am fantastic. But he said, I am fantastic today. So generally what we say, okay, fine, with the God's grace. Okay, okay, not bad. Generally we listen this kind of things. But I have listened, I'm fantastic today. So just my attention is completely on him. So I did not understood why he's so fantastic. Because everybody has some or the other issue. How can he be fantastic? That is the thing running in my mind. So then, with all the curiosity, everything, I asked, why are you fantastic? Then he has given me an answer. It's like mind opening. He told me, I have decided to be fantastic. Irrespective to the situation, I have decided to be fantastic. This is the answer given by me. So if you want to be great, you have to decide that you are great. If you want to be fantastic, you have to decide. If you decide, situations will come, troubles will come, but it will not affect you. Whether they may be good or bad, we have to decide, we have to make the day happy. Because life is all up and downs. And here, there is a beautiful word called as reality. So I am remembering a beautiful story. So once, did I say to you what is reality? I think already I told you. Idli story, did I tell you? No? One
First
person,
lecture you told, no, sir?
yeah, I think
First
first class,
lecture.
first lecture, I think I have told. There is a beautiful reality and expectation. So what happened once one person went to a hotel. He might be a South Indian, we are very, what in the mornings, we need some tiffin for the breakfast, like idli, vada, dosa, puri, whatever is there. He went to a very busy hotel, then he ordered a plate of idli. While coming, what happened? Little chutney spilled on the idli. Little you like sambar is spilled. So what happened? Then he started shouting on the waiter. Generally, we see this kind of people. You might have seen in the hotels. Why? Because of the expectation. What is expectation? Idli should be round, it should be white in color, and whatever the chutney or sambar, it should be in the bowl. Then he got that frustration, then he started scolding the waiter. But what is the reality? Anyway, you have to eat with the sambar, right? Idli, sambar, or the chutney. If he can understand reality, will he shout? Will he get disturbed? All his endocrine, what all his breath, everything. Similarly, in life also, what happens if you can understand reality? This is reality. This is expectation. If you can balance it, you'll always be happy. So you have to understand reality. Meenan sir, you can stop the recording.
बोलो.
Stop the recording.
हाँ.
Recording.
Okay.